Hey guys, what's up? So I just wanted to do a weekly vlog as I get ready and prepare for Worlds, which is June 13th in Calgary. This was my first week back to heavy training. After I compete, I typically do just like a general training phase where I kind of do more bodybuilding stuff, give my body and back a break. I don't do heavy, even though you might see clips on Instagram or Facebook, and it's always like of a top set. I actually don't train heavy all that often. So I just don't think I could mentally get myself to that place to do that all of the time. So after the Arnolds, I went into a general training phase, which basically consists of like sumo block pulls, kind of give my back a break from conventional deadlifts, high bar squatting, 1.5 squats, lots of bodybuilding type of movements. And about, I would say like probably the week before I started my Worlds prep, I kind of did like a reacclimation week where I kind of ramped up the weights a little bit, so it's not quite a shocker. However, it just doesn't really matter. This week was my first kind of heavy week back, and it just felt super heavy. So when you get back to going from like a general training phase, or if you're in a hypertrophy block going into a strength, just know it's normal for weights to feel super heavy on your back. So, you know, the week started out with like high bar squats, which typically I don't like anyways, but, you know, those felt pretty okay because I've been doing high bar squats since the Arnold. Went into bench and I had like a heavy bench single this week, and it felt heavy. I mean, just even unracking, I was like, oh my God, I hadn't gone above 170 pounds at all. And then I had to do a top single at 204 pounds and then do some drop sets at 187.
Towards the face, come on. Just give you a little...
Heavy in my hands, it felt heavy on the unrack, and so I think that's just to be expected. I don't let that kind of thing get into my head. This is the first week of hard training, so I know it's going to take a little bit to ramp up and get used to feeling the heavy weights in my hand again. I had heavy pulls this week. I had to do 360 for 5 for my top set. Warm-ups felt okay, kind of felt heavy. Just like anybody else, when I get to that top set, I have a little bit of anxiety, especially if the lifts right before feel a little bit off. So I really just try to focus on, okay, where do I need to be? What does my form need to look like for these to feel good?
Get up, get on up, get up, get on up, stay on the scene, get on up, like a sex machine, get on up, get up, get on up, get up, get on up, stay on the scene.
Actually very well. Going into my 4th rep, I was like, okay, gotta like give myself a little self-pep talk to get that 5th rep up. Overall, I was happy with the way that it looked, given that that 5th rep was definitely a struggle. It was probably a soft lockout on the last 2 reps, but still a rep PR. And not even gonna lie, my back was crazy sore. Doing volume reps, heavy conventional, is just excruciating on the erectors. I never look forward to my second squat day nor my secondary deadlift day, which happens on Friday. So I did that heavy lift on Wednesday, had heavy squats on Friday, well, heavy-ish. Chad gave me a range to go between 265 and 275, and I'm not even gonna lie, I just went in for the 265 5x5 because just warming up, my back was I just felt bad. Even like leading up into getting to the gym, I was like driving and I was like, oh my God, this is gonna be rough. I knew, I had it already in my head that it was gonna be rough just because my back was so sore, but you know, moved slow, but at least the form I felt looked okay. I'm not gonna lie, on my 5th, I was supposed to do a 5x5 at 265, and on my last set I did 4. I probably could have gotten 5. It just 4th felt so bad. I was like, oh my God, if I can't get this, I really don't want to drop this shit on the pins right now. So I just put it away. It's really important to listen to your body, and if mentally you know like it's not gonna happen, I'd rather just put it away and not hurt myself. But then I had to go do technique deads, which is like supposed to be light technique deads. So I had to pull 280 for 3x5. Felt awful, but I got through it, and I guess by the end of the workout I felt a little bit better. My back didn't feel like so tight, like it was screaming at me. So just know it's normal. We all have like that ramp up week where the weights just feel heavier than you want them to. I just try to focus on just maintaining good form and good technique, and just reinforcing good movement pattern. And I know as we build up into the peaking block, the weights are gonna start feeling better. I'll get used to that heavy weight on my back again. Overall, week went pretty well. Looking forward to the weights feeling better as the weeks go on. So I will definitely be doing a weekly training vlog just to give you my thoughts, feelings. It's kind of funny because, you know, my son does boxing, and a lot of times when I go to drop him off for that, he's got this look on his face. Like, my son's not really talkative. He doesn't express how he's feeling a lot of the times, but what he does, you can just see it in his face. He's got this look like, I don't want to be doing this. And my son's very talented at that sport, and you know, I always just remind him like, hey, this is what you want to do. You have to be passionate about it. I can't be passionate about it for you. Even the best athletes have to push themselves to go into the gyms and get those workouts done, even on the days that they don't feel like doing it. And I can honestly say, like today, doing those squats with my back being so sore, this is just a day where I really had to push myself to go. And you know, no one's going to do that for you. I knew it wasn't going to feel the best, but it was just really important to get those reps in, make it through the workout, and just know, even those of us who, you know, love the gym, there are also times where we have to push ourselves to get it done. So my son went to boxing, and he reassured me like, no, this is what I want to do. And I was like, okay, well, if it's what you want to do, you got to know there's going to be days where you're really going to want to get in there and get after it. And there's also going to be days where it's going to feel like, you know, I don't really feel like doing this today, but you know that the work has to be done because each workout builds upon the next. So if you get into that attitude where it's not going to be good and I'm just not going to go, well, pretty soon you just stop going. So yeah, that's it. Mom things as well. You know, it's hard because I want my kids to find something that they love as much as I love lifting. You know, I guess it's trying to toe that line as a parent. Do you keep pushing them to the point where they don't like going anymore? Again, everyone has to find that own internal motivation to go. You can find inspiration by looking at other people, but that motivation comes from within. So yeah, that's it. So I know I kind of just went off on a tangent there, but yeah, thank you guys for watching. And if you have any questions, comments, please type it below and I will get them answered. Bye.